Hello, welcome back to Tarot by Andy. Thank you for being here. This is my vibrational reading. Please do your own research for entertainment purposes and allegedly. Hello, you guys. I'm sorry I held back, but I wanted to get what other people were going to say about Megan's debacle here. So I did some shopping. I ran some errands. I'll have some more errands to run, but I decided I'll hold back and just come back in a few hours. Now it's about 4 o'clock here or so. And so I got an earful. I saw exactly what I needed to see. Yeah, pretty interesting. People are saying Megan's ratty hair should be pulled back when in the kitchen. She keeps going on about latchkey kids and put peanut butter in little individual bags. So once she gets an idea onto something, which she got from her podcast, she really clings to it for dear life. She completely corrected Mindy Kaling over not calling her Meghan Sussex. Instead of, she called her Meghan Markle. Wow, I listened to that tiny little clip because it was on Instagram, it was on X, and I noticed right away, oh my God, she totally corrected her in a sweet, mean kind of way. She's like, well, you know, and the way she tries to do it with such a nice voice, but you know she's angry. You know that she's pissed, but she tries to do it in such a nice way. And then the second thing I noticed was, whoa, talk about hardcore Photoshop. Now, this is going to sound a little bit mean, but Mindy Kaling's never been a looker, okay? Going back to The Office, okay? She has had a lot of plastic surgery. She's done some serious work to herself. She looks way better than she ever used to, on top of losing weight. But I couldn't believe the photo. They looked so heavily filtered. I was blown over that they're actually using some kind of filter for this entire thing. There has to be. It didn't look real. And I'm like, whoa, okay. People are calling Megan Miss Nutters. And also, as we know, Sussex is not a name, okay? It's just like getting a little title or something. It's not her name. She's either a Markle or she's Mountbatten Windsor. She is not Sussex. So people are saying, what an idiot. You don't even know your own name. And then she's like, well, you know, Sussex is such a wonderful thing because it's my family and my kids. And I never realized the importance of it. Blah, 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 blah. You know, so I would like to get a spread on Mindy Kaling in that moment being corrected. My God, she's probably thinking, oh, you know, she's not coming across very good. She's correcting and kind of devaluing and dissing people like she did with the Asian guy about his choice in music. Really? So I suppose that's the only kind of thing she could do so far from what I can see, because I'm not watching it. I'm not clicking on it. I'll let everyone else take it for me. It's like so far, two are down. You know, correcting people. Oh, really? That's what your choice is? Like, you're kind of beneath me and really? Okay. All right. And it's just kind of, it's rude, especially if you're in a kitchen and you're trying to be likable. It's coming across as completely the opposite. So as I said in my short today, she bumped heads again. I didn't say it in my little short because someone corrected me and laughed at me on TikTok. Oh, that already happened where she pulled back and hired a new team. She wanted to do it yet again, okay? Again, she wanted to, but obviously she wasn't able to. So, problems. She has nothing but problems, and they know it's a fail. It is going to be a fail, and I definitely don't see it going anywhere. But let's get Mindy. How's Mindy feel about Megan now? How does Mindy feel about Megan? Let's clear the air here. Clear the air. Here we go. Mindy Kaling, how are you feeling about Megan? Being part of Megan's show. How's it going for you? Getting corrected on camera. Getting dissed and devalued in front of everyone because you called her the wrong thing. And Mindy's like, oh, okay, now I know. Well, that's kind of like, oh, shit, bitch. Really? That's kind of what that is. That's like, oh, shit, bitch. At least that's how I see it, because that's what I would be thinking when I said that to people when they do it. Okay, all right, fine. Whoa, a little triggered, are you? Whoa, someone's a little overly sensitive about names. Wow, really hanging on tight. Another person said she's using all of her octopus tentacles and hands and hanging on to it for dear life. Definitely, hands down. So this is her way of saying, I have refused to get rid of it because we are using that as a family name. I refuse. Okay, Mindy, how do you feel about her? Ooh, pretending to be friends. So far, it's a shared emotional goals. Community support. Well, with that community support, they probably, maybe at one time, they were both represented by William Morris, but we know now Megan's not. Could have been during that time before they gave her the total hack. I don't know when they filmed it because she got the hack apparently last January, not this January. But nonetheless, this is a friendship card of trying to, have passion and involving in your resources and helping. So she's kind of helping. It's kind of like I'm helping you. It's a women's circle of bonding and work affiliation. So it's sort of work affiliated. Not that they've ever done work together, but Megan's trying to break back into the industry that she never could actually make. So it's a safety net. Okay, I'm here to help you, hold you up. Give me a bottle of booze, will you? Because I could use it. It's also the party card. So they probably did a little bit of tinkering, who knows. And it's feeling forced with the temperance in reverse. Yeah, so sorry. Temperance in reverse is the devil energy. It's ill health. And it's basically conflict. It's also the eating disorder card. Yeah, Megan, everyone's saying that you're on Ozempic. I think Mindy has been too. So they're not really eating what they're preparing. There's no eating going on. Probably no one wants to eat it with their dirty hair hanging down and putting peanut butter in little Ziploc bags and making little rainbow fruit. And it's just garnish, prepared foods, basically, what I joked earlier about in a short. So with the temperance in reverse it's just not flowing right. It's not flowing right. Megan's an absolute control freak. She goes, wow, what a control freak. Discord. It's very unsettled mind. She wants to abandon the situation, kind of ill-advised, like, well, okay, Megan's not doing what the director's saying. She's kind of going off script here. It's very competing, conflicting. It's unbending, rigid individual of projections. There's a sense with this of jealousy and envy. Things are getting out of hand. With control freak of the devil energy is basically trying to control with puppet strings, and she was sort of trapped in the situation. And Megan's a red flag individual, and it's sort of a failure at a love connection. I'm trying to be here for you, but it's not working out so right. It's just sort of false promises to self and other people. So at this point, she feels trapped and she really doesn't want to be there. She's not obsessed with Megan. She knows Megan's an absolute control freak, and it just feels like it's bondage that she doesn't want. Focal point, yeah, harsh words. Woo, she's harsh. Ace of Swords in reverse. She had to shut it down real quick. High stress, painful words spoken, unnoble words. I guess I'll just shut my mouth because I'm not going to say anything, or I'm going to be very careful with what I say. And she also knows that Megan's full of lies. And she's kind of lying about actually being friends with her. They're really not. It's being kind of feeling forced in the situation. Probably convinced her. Oh, come on. You want to support women, don't you? They're probably both leftists. Okay, you're supposed to support me because we're on the same team. Let's use our political agendas as you should support me. Then we have here death in reverse. So with the death in reverse is not looking good. This is not being able to have potential changes of embracing new patterns, positive transformation, new renewals of the death card upright. In reverse is Megan's very resistant to anything. It's also being pushed into situations. It's very resisting and into any changes. She probably thought Megan would be better on camera, but she's not. She probably thought, okay, as soon as the camera goes on, maybe she'll be nice to me. But really, she sees the truth, and the truth is ugly. Megan's never going to be nice. And it's a negative transformation, not a positive transformation. And basically, she just wanted to resist being on the show, but she couldn't. She probably thought maybe the devil will be a little bit nicer because there's been harsh words in the past. There's been harsh words. She tried resisting it. It's being kind of forced on her. I don't think she really wants to be on the show. And it's wounding. She sees Megan as a very wounded individual who's resisting change, which, hey, you're not a royal anymore. Okay, sorry, you had to correct me and shut me down. Miss Devil, woman of burdens, but has to persevere and trying to persevere and carry on as if she's still got the wand of Sussex. And I got this one little title left. I got this one name left, and I'm hanging on to it because it gives me the sense of courage to move forward. And it's what I use for my job, for hard working. And it's good for business. It's good for business, and I can create things with it. Yeah. And this is why I use it, because it's good for my ego, because the wands are very egomaniacal. And so this is very ego with her wound. So she's going to cling to that title, that name Sussex, for a long time until they force her to let go of it, until it goes like this. And then, and then it's an unfulfilling, sorry, you got to drop it, you don't get it. But she's going to do a tight grip. She's not going to want to change it. She's resisting it, and she doesn't care, and she will shut you down the minute you try and call her anything other than that. You're not allowed to call her Markle. And then we have here, she can barely cope. She can see barely coping being around Megan with the Two of Pentacles. And she's just trying to find balance. That's why she said, okay, I understand that now. I got it now. So she's trying to get the equilibrium, the flexibility. Unlike Megan being a very rigid individual and harsh words, shutting people down and wounded, she's like, okay, I'm just going to try to keep things fair and balanced here. I'm just going to juggle this situation and, try to we got a bunch of things going on at once, because you've got boom operators, you've got camera, you've got lighting, you've got scripts, you've got directors, you've got different people on set, you've got makeup, you've got photoshopping on your camera. There's so much going on. It's like, okay, we got to get this juggle and keep it going and keep it balanced. So that's what a professional actress would be doing under huge stress. All of this from here over is negative and horrible. But she's like, okay, I'm a professional. I can balance this back out. It's like a dancer. I used to be a dancer. When you slip and fall doing a move, you pretend when you're down on the ground that you intended on it, and then you cleverly get yourself back up, okay? That's kind of like what she's doing, but she's doing it with her words and her behavior. But still, you could see the concern. You could see they just weren't jiving. It's just not a good jiving clip. I'm sure she recovered because of this, because that's what she's good at. That's what she's trained to do, because she's a professional. Then we have here Traitor. Yeah, she's just like, wow, I don't see things your way. We see things differently. I will never see things your way because you don't do duty, sacrifice, and accept what is, which is you're not a working royal anymore. This whole new perspective will never change. Embracing the new is upright. Megan cannot embrace the new, which is she's out. She's out. She's never going back. So she's that traitor. She's that traitor, discontentment, self-sabotage. She's like, well, you kind of were, but you threw yourself out. You left, and you're kind of delusional, don't you think? So she thinks she's delusional and left on hold. So I'll just let that sit there for a while. I'll let that sit on hold. But I don't know if I want to hang out with her anymore, because I will never see things her way. She's too hard to keep her balance. A little unstable, I would say. And I'm here for the money. I'm here to help things go better. Good luck. I want it to flow great. And it's an unknown potential. I don't know where this will go, but I'm here. This is going to affect me professionally. And so I have to go with the flow. So things go as planned. So professional. And we have here Queen of Cups upright. So I would say that this is Mindy, not Megan, because it's upright. Megan would be in reverse. I'm just going to I'm going to be sensitive to her, and I'm going to be a good listener. I'm going to let her say everything, shut me down, and my job is to listen and have high self-worth, be a defender of love. This is what she trapped her with, was her empathy. This is why she was forced. She trapped her by the girl friendship circle, supporting other females. That's how she trapped her. Use your empathy as a weapon. The devil did that as a weapon, as they always do. The toxic person always uses your empathy as a weapon. So empathy was her go-to. And basically, she's kind of like being a little bit of a counselor kind of vibe, like, okay, I understand. How else are you feeling? So trying to be very diplomatic emotionally. And then final outcome. Wow. 3 of Swords, upright, pain, suffering, ongoing issue. What a pain in the ass she is. Sarah, I said it. Pain in the ass, Megan. Very painful separations. It's basically dark, shadowy self is showing. She's thinking, wow, this is dark. I got triangulating this pain. Look at her tell me off. Look at her tell me off because she's just a woman in pain. She's suffering. You know, she's trying to find inspiration. I'd say Mindy's trying to find separation. So she's like, well, I'll just be understanding for her. So her empathy is a weapon here of Megan's pain. And it's causing her pain because she's triangulating the situation. And then she's thinking, well, maybe if I'm nice enough to Megan and I show that I'm a fierce defender of love and understanding and kindness and mother energy, then maybe she'll be nice to me in return. And maybe we can get through this painful problem that she's going through. And Megan, supposedly a mother. It's a painful mother situation, which isn't true. But Mindy's been basically sucked in by the devil, Megan. And she's basically causing heartache and ongoing issues with her. And this is also the divorce card. So she probably sees that Harry is not looking too thrilled. Harry was not there. There was one poster who put the end result of Harry's not looking too thrilled in it. Very down. His energy was low. Unhappy. It was a still shot of looking despair, the 3 of Swords in essence. So that's probably where that shot is. She probably saw it too, that Harry and her, when he did show up for the one day shoot or hour, 2 hours, whatever it is he contributed, which was minuscule, she probably saw, wow, this marriage isn't working out. She's a mother who's in pain, facing probably a divorce. Let's get some more. But let's try and see if we can heal the situation by good communication skills, by having conversation of the chit-chat and harmonious work. And we have to look like we're a working family. We have to talk about family. And there is painful issues with family and with kids and being a mother. So she's using her empathy. She's using everything she can to, in the source of this sharp word, sharp tongue of Megan, acting all like sweet and stuff in her communications, really driving a wedge right into the chest. And she tries to carry on like, okay, we're professionals here. You know, she is a professional. This is an artist card here, a professional artist who's fully cooperating, who is a teamwork. It's teamwork makes the dream work. And we have to make this show must go on, and it must be perfect harmony, perfect stability. It must look like a reunion, celebration, babies, love is flowing. Everything's great in the heart, but here we go. We got pain though. We got pain and trying to create emotional stability through the communication. So she was really good at trying to tone it down and let's just kind of get past this. So basically, let's dust this under the rug and carry on. And then we have here, it's not enough money for her with the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. She's not doing it for money. She was doing it for support. She doesn't need the money. So the money is not a reason for Mindy. It's not going to do anything for her wealth or her security. She's already secure in the business. It's basically for Megan's benefit. But it's in reverse. So now she wants to say no to Megan. I really don't know why I'm here. I don't feel comfortable here because upright 9 of Pentacles is, I feel so comfortable. I feel so comfortable. It's great. It's wonderful. And then we have here underneath it, she's feeling vulnerable and demeaned emotionally with the Page of Cups in reverse. And it's just bad emotional news being there. Doesn't want to be there. It's coming to a negative conclusion. And then we have here, but she feels like she was forced to do it and act like a friend of the Knight of Wands upright. But the Knight of Wands upright is sort of a player energy. And it's just to help someone on a journey. But really, she's just going to probably say no. She doesn't want to keep doing it. Whatever she contributed, it's like, hey, now I'm going to go off on my own journey now. I've got better things to do. I'm going to travel. and I'm really not that committed, and I'm just going to end up beating to my own drum, which for her beat to her drum is in a situation when she's demeaned and devalued, and it's an uncomfortable situation. Mindy Kaling can handle crappy asshole people. She can communicate clearly of love and endurance and kindness. When someone's nasty, she's capable of showing kindness, which really is a good angle, because what that does is force the other person to reflect and go, ooh, because especially more so if you're silent. Oh, what was it you said? You know, or frame something where they're going to be forced to look at themselves. But the unfortunate aspect here is she saw that Megan did not do that. Megan did not do that. It would have to be upright. By using love to calm someone who's an asshole down, usually they'll do this. Oh, okay, I see what I just did. I see what I just did. But she can't do that because Megan is the devil. Megan is the devil. She's the person who will never change with the death in reverse. She is a wounded individual. She's talking to someone who's very wounded, a control freak, and cannot accept change. She's also a very cruel person. She's like one of the cruelest people in the industry. She's always been spoken of as someone who's a very cruel, like one of the cruelest ones you can ever cross paths with. This is what she's dealing with. And she's just hell-bent on making this whole thing work. And I tried my best here, but I could see that it's not going to shift Megan. So that's how I see it. I hope you enjoyed this. Till next time, like and subscribe. And Mindy, hit the hills. Run for the hills, hon. Don't go back. All right. Till next time. Bye.